Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got another pickups video for you here. Pretty decent stuff, kind of interesting things as well. I have a lot of bootleg and multi-carts that I got in a lot today, which was pretty cool, and the price was definitely right for it. And I do like my bootleg cartridges and whatnot, so this is kind of fun right here. I like to see what all's on them and what they've done with them basically, and how they've changed them or altered them. So kind of a hidden passion of mine, I guess. I wouldn't really go out and seek out multi-carts from people selling them, because usually people want upwards like $40, $50 for certain multi-carts, but I don't really feel like I'm going to go out of my way to spend that kind of money on a non-legit game. If I'm going to spend that kind of money, it would definitely be on legit games. So that's that right there though, but let me get down to business. The first game I'm going to show you is actually a original game, not a bootleg or anything like that. This was found separately from the lot I'm about to show you. But this one here, I don't have in my collection already, so it was kind of nice to find it out in the wild. And it's Airwolf for the NES. Came with the dust sleeve and everything like that, and it's really mint shape. You know, not by one of the more recommendable companies. Acclaim kind of gets a bad rap, but still something I didn't have in my collection, and they wanted $5 for it, and I was able to get $1 off because I had enough points and whatnot to get $1 off this. So, you know, basically I spent around $4 for that, so I thought that was a pretty good deal. Moving on though, this was definitely a better deal. It comes with a little bit of a backstory. The previous day, this I actually found today, but the previous day in the store, I had gone you know, through the game section. There wasn't really anything there. I went, and while I was at the back checking through the electronics, one of the employees came out and showed me some Famicom cartridges, asked me if they were worth anything, or if they were, you know, because he wanted to value them. I didn't want to really value them as far as like their street value goes. He just wanted to wonder if he could put like the $5 price tag on them they normally would. And when I looked at them, I said most of these, if not all of these, are bootlegs. I didn't really get a chance to go through the whole stack, but as I went through, I could see like multi-carts and stuff like that in there. So I said, you know what, these are bootlegs. They're not like actually original ones or whatever. And he's like, well, would you be interested in buying them? And I said, you know, as a collector, I'm kind of interested in buying them, but I wouldn't be paying $5 price tags for them. And he sort of acknowledged that and said, well, they're going to be out tomorrow. And when I came out the next day which was today, to see if they were there was a bag of them sitting there, and I guess the back had priced them. This is the bag right here for $4.99, so $5 for a big stack of Famicom games. So I'll get started on this. Most of these are bootleg except for the first one, which is Batman, which I already have in my collection on the NES, but still cool to get the Famicom one to see the different cover and whatnot, and I think that looks pretty hype right there. So that's pretty awesome. I'm pretty sure this one is legit. You guys can tell me if you're, you know, Famicom experts or anything like that. I'm definitely not. I do like the occasional Famicom title and everything, but still, you can see Sunsoft right there, so that's kind of cool. I think that one's legit, and the rest of them are not. So I'll get into some of these really strange cartridges. The first one is MC Kids. And you can tell, like, that's definitely bootleg. You can just tell by the quality of that label and whatnot. Shape of the cartridge, a little bit different, but cool nonetheless. I haven't tested any of these to make sure they work, but they probably do. And as far as I know, I don't have this one in my regular NES collection. I know it is a North American title. I'm not even sure if it is a Japanese title or not, but it definitely has the North American label, this part of it. And then over in the corner there's, I don't know what it is. It's like really horrible screenshots or something over in the corner right here, and then a picture of a baby or something over here. I'm not really sure. Sometimes these Japanese or Chinese or Taiwanese, you know, rip-off cartridges have really weird artwork on them. That's part of the you know, enjoyment I get out of collecting these. So that's that one there. The next one says RoboCop 2. Again, I can't guarantee what's on these. I have no idea, but pretty cool. And that one there is definitely a you know, like a bootleg type one. It says in the back remarks, and then has like all the English kind of instructions on it or something. It's kind of interesting. I'll read it off a different one, because this one here actually has a price tag on it, which is kind of interesting, from Tokyo Toys, and it says $180. Now that obviously is not $180 Canadian, I wouldn't think, because who would pay that for a multi-cart? It must be something else. I'm not really sure where this originated from, so that's cool right there though. And then this one here says Double Dragon 2, which I'm assuming is just a ROM of that, just like RoboCop there. And this one is Double Dragon 3, so that's pretty cool. And I'll read what's on the back here, because some of it's kind of funny. So it says, since this is a sophisticated apparatus, should avoid to operate or to store under extreme temperature. Also avoid violent bumps is necessary. Moreover, never disassemble it. The reasons causing defaults are touching the end field by hands or cleaning the wet materials. So really Englishy kind of remarks on the back there, but cool nonetheless. And I tried to do some research on these before, that's why I took them out of that bag, and couldn't really find a whole lot about, you know, like the origination of these things. But I'm not sure if all these are what they say they are in the front of them, or if they're multi-carts. It's hard to tell. Some of the multi-carts are pretty obvious, though, the ones that are coming up. This one just has pictures of the turtles on the front of it, the Ninja Turtles, and so no idea what's actually on this, because on the back there's no list of games or anything. If it is a multi-cart, I don't totally know. It might just be the first Ninja Turtles game. I'll have to see though. And then the next one is one that's called 72 and 1, which I'm sure probably doesn't have 72 games on it, but there are 72 of them listed. Unfortunately, I can't read any of them, so you know, that's the way that it is, and I'll have to see. There's lots of interesting artwork on the front. I see something that usually with Adventure Island has that graphic on it, so I don't know, there's lots of different things going on there, but that's one of the ones right there. This one here is 1992 Super Hick 3-in-1 Gold Cassette Series F004. So that's that one. According to this, it says there's Ninja Turtles 3, which I'm assuming might be third game or Tournament Fighters. I think somewhere I heard it was the Tournament Fighters ones. I can't remember. I was doing a little bit of research on these, but it has Ninja Gaiden 3 and Double Dragon 3 on there as well. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to check it out. And again, this one has one of those price stickers on it. This one says $250, like $250. So I don't really know where they got their prices from or where that's coming from, but that's obviously couldn't possibly be $250. No one's gonna pay that for a game. So I'm not really sure about that. And the next one actually gives you a little more information. It has, you know, I think from probably the Turtles movie back in the day, in the 90s, or late 80s, early 90s, I can't remember when that movie came out, but it has like a graphic, I believe, from that. I'm not totally certain. It might be from a promo or something of that nature. You Super Turtle guys, you let me know, but this one has on the back a lot of interesting stuff, because it actually tells you which games are on the back of it. So it says new games, advance notice, whatever that's supposed to mean. Hotline Super 8-in-1, so it has Burai Fighter, Dr. Mario, Kings of the Beach Volleyball, The Fighting Machine, Tetris 2, Mr. Morier, Flipple, or no, Flypole? I don't know. It's not a real word, so hard to say, but, and then Wars 4th. So that's pretty cool right there. You can kind of check that out. It actually tells you on the back what's in there. And then there's this one. This is the last one. It's a 4-in-1 cartridge, and it's, I'm assuming, has Tetris on it. It says Square 1, Square 2, Square 3, and Adventure Island. So, and there's that graphic I was talking about a little bit earlier right there. So that's the last one, but you know, for that whole stack right there, including the legit Batman one, which pretty much pays for itself, that was all $5. So really nice score, I think, right there. I'm gonna have to clean these up and check them out and see what exactly is on here, especially some of those multi-carts that's, you know, all Japanese on the back of it. But that's everything I have to show you this time around. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I will see you all later.